afternoon from sunny southern Alabama. Hubby's on his way home and he's hungry, so let's get dinner started. Tonight is going to be one pot creamy Cajun pasta. Had to think through that one. So let's get started. To flip it around. All right, so we've got our, you can use real andouille sausage, but you know, we're getting down to having to use this stuff, which is still pretty good. We've got a can of Rotel, our pasta. This recipe calls for bow tie, but I have that. I have penne, so that's what we're using. Garlic, and it calls for chicken broth, but I have beef broth. And yes, you can see the recipe right there on my phone. So let's get started. All right, I've got my pan heating up over there. So that's kind of a big chunk. Let's do that. Ooh, that's what I should do. All right. So you're going to cut this up into bite-sized pieces. I think that will work better. Get more bites with the pasta. Oh yeah, I'm going to add another ingredient. I'll show you here in a minute. So there's this. So this sausage is not bad. Of course, the real stuff from Louisiana is the best. But this really is a decent substitute. The Hillshire Farms andouille Cajun style. You know me and my Publix BOGOs. Sometimes they have the Hillshire Farms sausages on BOGO. And so I like to stock up when they do. All right, I did forget to show you, of course you need some Cajun seasoning. And then I love this stuff. It's got onion, celery, red pepper, green pepper, and parsley flakes. And if you do any Cajun or Creole cooking, you know that they use their trinity is celery, onion, and bell pepper. And this is like already chopped up, ready to go. It's wonderful. So let's move over here so we can actually see the pan. All right, you know it's going to be good because I'm being a little scatterbrained on my ingredients, but you're also going to need a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. Okay, so you just cook it up to your liking.
Hello, everybody!
Guess who just got home? Now, we want to remove it, but don't remove the grease. Okay? Turn this down just a little bit. So we're going to use that to saute our vegetables and keep the flavor. Come on. All right, there we go. Now, we're going to add some garlic. It says to saute that for a bit. All this stuff will come off. Whew. Don't stand directly over it. We've got our Rotel. Now I'm going to put some broth in here to rinse that out. Okay. There's our broth. Let me see. Let me look at the recipe. Oh, I forgot to. Silly me. I forgot to saute this, but it's okay. It'll still be good. Let's just put some in there. I don't know how much I put, but it's okay. Okay. And some Cajun seasoning. It says about a teaspoon, but you do you. I think that's a little more than a teaspoon. I have a little thief over here. Kilo's like, hey, whoops, what about me? All right, I'm making a mess. You know that's going to mean it's going to be good. Hang on.
Mwah.
Okay, had to give him a kiss. Give the kiss. And it says a half a cup of heavy cream. So I'm going to be lazy. Actually, I'm going to work smarter, not harder. This is a 10-ounce can, so let's go. 8 ounces is okay, well, all right, we're doing a cup. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. All right. It's going to be real creamy, baby. But it'll be good. All right. Stir it up. You okay?
Excuse me. Don't mind me dying in the background.
All right. stir in the pasta. It says 8 ounces. I'm estimating. I'm not real sure, but that looks fine with me. All right, now the recipe says blah, 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 blah. Stir and dry, cover with the lid, simmer.
Typical, the recipe says blah, 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 blah.
All right, so we're gonna get it up to a boil and then we're gonna simmer it for 14 minutes.
Boil.
And we're gonna cover it and simmer it for 14. He hadn't even been home 5 minutes. He's harassing me on the way I talk. But anyway, so we're gonna get that going and we'll be back. All right, so I cooked it for 10 minutes and the noodles are done. So just check it, you know, depending on your burner and all that fun stuff. Now we add the sausage back in. Of course, my Aquila is in here. Hoping Mommy will drop something incidentally. Oh, she didn't though. All right, we mix this in. Got the burner off. I'm actually gonna take it off the heat and let it rest so we can thicken up a little bit. Yeah, I probably should have only added the half cup, but it's gonna thicken up. Now, cheddar cheese. It says cup, 2 cups, something like that. So we're gonna freshly grated cheddar cheese. All right, gonna let this sit a minute and then we are gonna give it a try. All right, little song in the background, my washer's going off. Anyway, it has settled and thickened up a little bit. So let's give this a try. I think it needs maybe a little more Cajun seasoning. But anyway, 1 pot creamy Cajun pasta for day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on our menu. Turned out good. Again, tomorrow we have a church function, but we'll be back on Saturday. So again, hope this helps. Thanks for watching and have a blessed night.